Yes, I do have one card, Kimberly Mims.
Good evening to everybody. Boy, Dr. Barbot, I hope you feel better with your neck brace.
I'm feeling better already, thanks.
Good. I have been able to come to one of the recent meetings recently, and it was nice to see the community, even though we didn't get to do the input, I came a little later, that we had a circle in the room that people can talk, and it kind of makes it a little easier than everybody kind of set up here. Some people feel a little intimidated. So I'm still kind of speaking for my child and other people in the district to make things better. And I know that we had talked about different issues in the meeting. You know, we wanted to add, and I know the public input was more in the beginning, but it would be nice to kind of have it at the end too, because I know there were great points that you had made, Katrina, and you know, I wanted to add, and I know that some of the issues that we talked about, and I didn't bring all my notes on it tonight, but it talked about why different people move from districts. And a lot of different people besides myself want to keep their kids safe. And I know that nobody wants to be a school hopper out there, so to speak. But when we look at changing schools to protect our kids, to be able to step in together, I think that open transparency is a really good suggestion. And I know that it was great being able to have community input with the new superintendent that's coming. There's people that are still scared to come forward because a lot of times the files are at the district, they're at the schools, and people are afraid of what's transpired in the past. And again, we're moving forward in the future, but a lot of the families that have been devastated, including my own, I know that I guess it was Lily's mom had mentioned a couple different things that had happened at the school, and they didn't feel safe staying here. And when we have trauma to our children, no matter what age it is, I can understand because we still have the memories. I know everybody else here has moved on. We're still working forward together, hopefully, to resolve the issues. But we moved to Newport Heights area elementary school because it was supposed to be a school district. And I know that we had talked about the verbal apology that was nice to get from Susan in the meeting that we had had briefly. And my daughter, I didn't realize how important it was for her to get something in writing. But again, it's still hard with the memories, even living near the school. It's hard to pick up the pieces. I know that when I talked to Becky in the student service area, she wants to go ahead and have me resubmit some claims, and or I should say complaints as well, which I will be doing, and I hope that you all will look at those. We're looking at solving the problems together, and when we look at our society, if we can save one life, I wonder why children want to take their lives. That's the thing that I don't understand in our society and what's happened. But what I've seen recently is the bullying movie that was out. A tremendous, incredible movie, sad movie, but gives us a lot of intuition to where, unfortunately, the school officials fail us, and also where they can help us, and when we can, restructure and change policies and work together. With all your backgrounds, we need to look at the overall picture of what happens in our schools. And again, it's on both ends. It could be a teacher that's mistreating a child. It could be a parent that's mistreating a teacher. And people that are still scared to come forward. But what we're trying to do is still work together on an open transparency. If maybe we could come, the people that don't want to attend here, if people could go ahead and maybe do something online.
If you go ahead and draw to a conclusion, ma'am, your time is up.
Okay. If we could go ahead and do something online, the people that maybe don't have the time to come because of the schedule or because they're a little afraid perhaps to speak, if we could do the open transparency online like we did for the superintendent and all the different comments that were made in the district that were really great, I think it would be something helpful. But I look forward to turning in my complaints and still working with you, but more importantly, working together and not against each other and having accountability. And again, Dr. or Mr. Brooks, with your background, in being a police department professional, working as a sergeant, if we can work together with the police department when things come up, we can work together with the board together and protect our children and protect our teachers.
Thank you very much. You've now gone about 2 minutes past your 3-minute time limit.
Mrs. Mims, I will mention to you, I'm sorry you weren't here last week. We did review with the board the movie that's out and some of the programs that we're doing in the district, and we committed to the board we would be coming back with some suggestions for further improvement in the whole area of bullying, okay?
Okay.
So we're trying to not only keep the great programs that exist in various schools, but also trying to look at where we go next, because we know it's a national problem, no one's denying that, but how do you address that constructively without being negative towards students or anyone else? And we will be coming back with a report.
Okay, and if I can help with that
And
and
when
any
we do-
input,
Well,
let me know
great, and when
too.
we're doing it, we'll make sure you know and are aware of it. And we're glad to share with you what we came last time and send you a copy, maybe through Susan or maybe Chuck, if you wouldn't mind.
If I can get a copy too,
Sure.
that would be really great. I'd
At least
appreciate
you'll know
it.
what's happening in some places.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Thank you.